Anthony Edwards. And it's Randall in at the power forward. Now here's Moore. At the elbow, Sanders. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Irving. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
An efficient scorer, Irving is capable of connecting from just about any spot on the floor.
And he could not get that one to go. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, the double checking, and the game continues on.
No good on the free throw. And he ends up missing both free throws. Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Moore with the bucket.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got 5.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player, skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Here's McNeely. Julius Randle with the rebound. Edwards inside, Schrempf covering.
And putting some power behind it. Nicely done.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Sanders' shot is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Three-pointer, Randle. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, hey, Randle possesses this kind of range. The defense has to at least honor his shot.
Here's Schrempf. Fires from deep. The putback. Wembanyama with the rebound. Here's Edwards. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. Over to the left wing. Here's Wembanyama. Shot clock at 3. Randle with the bucket.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what stands out to you from Anchorage in this one?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Well, I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Pass to Brewer. Back to Edwards. Edwards slashing in, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
Here's Lillard, makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Well, that's just taking what the defense gives. You can usually find some room in that mid-range area.
Edwards against Lillard. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Well, it's old hat now when we see Edwards dominating a game scoring-wise. Ant's emerged as an elite player.
We've got Anthony Edwards. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Randall. Then there's Brewer. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Kaman finds more. From downtown, that's in, and the Anchorage lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Schrempf.
And Detlef is one of the best at filling it up from deep, just possesses great height and that high release point.
Schrempf out there with Chris Kaman. Then it's McNeely. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr., and it's Moore in at point guard.
I like the assertiveness down inside. You have to be able to take advantage of those opportunities.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Edwards. Edwards with the powerful flush.
Great blend of speed and power on Edwards' drive. Very difficult to stop Ant.
Here's Moore. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the first one at the line is good. And some changes for Anchorage. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Wembanyama. And it's Edgecombe in for Corey Brewer. And so Moore nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Edwards. Randall with a screen for Edwards. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Here's Kaman, and finished off by Kaman.
And terrific work from Kaman, using his height to inflict damage on the glass. Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Hardaway for 3. He can't get it to go. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Anchorage out in front, up 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
They've got Julius Randle. Irving is out there with Edgecombe. Then there's Wembenyama. And it's Edwards in at the small forward. We've got McNeely. Schrempf is out there with Sanders. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Moore in at the point guard.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Moore with it. He's picked up by Irving. Moore with the bucket. Anchorage leading by 5. Greg, we know something every scout liked about VJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Edwards kicks to Irving. Wembenyama, a screen. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for Anchorage.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the three.
And Anchorage making a change here. Jordan's checked in. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Hardaway with it. Picked up by Edwards. He gets that one. Moore's got 8.
I like the dish from Hardaway Jr., proving once again he's a team-first player.
Anchorage leading by 8. Irving for 3. That shot, no good. Irving's gone 1 of 4 from distance. From 12 feet out. Hardaway, no good. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Anchorage. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 to shoot. The high post shot. Irving can't hit. Irving's gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. Pass to Moore. Here's McNeely. The three-pointer, no good. Left side, Edwards. Jordan, a screen on Hardaway. Lobs it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the vertical of Jordan, easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam?
Pass to McNeely. No good with the triple. And it's Anchorage going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Irving is out there with Edgecombe. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Edwards in at the small forward. Outside Hardaway. Let's it go! Jordan pulls it down. Anchorage leading by 10. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Irving. Outside, Wembanyama. A deep three. Does not go in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him. Hardaway against Edwards. Shoots from 12. Nails the jumper.
He's known for his jump shot, but Hardaway isn't afraid to mix it up inside.
Shoots the 3. Wembanyama. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Just stopping on a dime. THJ, nice job there with the pull-up.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
Edwards against Hardaway. A huge two-handed slam.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Here's McNeely. Edwards defending. Layup no good. Count it.
A supreme athlete. Edgecombe can blow through the contact.
Hardaway against Edwards. Let's lose a 3. Jordan pulls it down. And so here's Anchorage. Edwards looking it over. Here is Wembanyama. Edgecombe with it. 4 on the shot clock. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Irving against Hardaway. Lays it in off the window.
The vision of Hardaway Jr. He scanned the floor and found his teammate.
And Anchorage with possession. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it misses.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And that's why you can't leave anyone open.
And they go to the intentional foul. Edwards, here he... Whoa!
Gracious.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
From outside, that's off. Sanders with the steal. And so Anchorage takes the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid